This small Orland man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little map. The thick fur on his limbs is matted and his clothing smeared with blackened grime. He looked startled as you entered, his eyes widening in alarm.
Good day, stranger.
Oh, it's you. I've heard of you, I think. At least, the description matches. The Orlane cop. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to see anyone else down here. I hear you've been turning up just about everywhere, of course. He grins weakly. What are you doing down here? Eorin grimaces. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to go, where to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around at the catacombs much, until you anyway. There are less dangerous places to live as a meager life. You're hiding from something. Or someone. Orrin looks around the dingy chamber and nods slowly, expression painted. Yeah, I guess that's plain enough to see. Orrin sighs heavily. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but it isn't what you think. He ducks his head. It was an accident. What'd you do? It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it might get easier in time, and it did. I really made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was ship agreements, of all the things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he'd had a little too much at the inn. Aaron pauses, and I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. I struck him. He came towards me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Aaron lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live among anyone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please. If he looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again. I swear it. I'll leave quietly, but you can't. Please. You can't tell them I'm here. Eorin stares at you in disbelief, but this is... His face twists as he struggles for words. They said you were a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use on your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get going. Rabbit furry gloves added to inventory. That's completed. Wow, instantly. And I got some free gloves. Oh, it's one of those. Perception. Perception is only 9. During the resources and aiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an unseen floor plate. Kinetic skill makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Okay. Okay. So now, my Question on this. What's your perception? Your perception's at 22. Oop. Wrong button again. Oh. Guess that works because doesn't really do anything for me. God, that is so high. This is per rest, right? Yeah, one per rest. What's your perception? Jeez. Yeah, you're another. So right now, I initially have 2 people whose DPS are insane. Sagani and Pelagina. There's a good chance I almost might keep with Pelagina for a little while. %, plus 50% damage against targets affected by damage over time. Okay, Idamak, there we are. Idamak, you have +7 accuracy just from your man. Idamak actually has some really good perception. Intelligence isn't that great though. That's fine. -10 will. Ugh. He may not be the smartest, but he's trying his best. I know. I know. He's a good puppers. He's a good Foxy Doo. Okay. Oh, time to have at thee. Can you get over there? No, you can't.
Got him.
Dead on.
I shall be discreet.
Well, I hope so there, Aloth. Okay. Trying to get a little active on the good old flanking maneuver. So far, I'd say we're doing okay. Scroll of the fence. Nice.
Let's go.
I can't get a good shot at this. It's no use.
Do 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 do. You the only one?
That's it.
No.
Oh, here they come.
No. I need something stronger.
That's it.
Boom.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say we're doing really good. Yeah, we're doing real good. Oh yeah,
I'm ready.
you have anything? You have lay on hands and you have field triage. No. Okay, so yeah, they're both not going to trigger. Why is it turn off? Suppressed, yeah. That's a bit unfortunate, really.
I'm ready.
That's a bit unfortunate.
Right.
Ooh, a gun. Oh god. Sweet. I wonder, how did that trap not get triggered?
And the fire shows me something new.
Those traps just aren't triggering, which is great, I suppose. Ilig of Thane. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. The character does have to be close enough to detect it. That's kinda true. Hold on. Okay. That's kind of that's very true. And one way or another, they will detect it. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by moss like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into a raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from his chest to throat. It spatters a black, vicious fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. You may want to get that looked at. What? This? He points a gnarled thumb at the wound. Long story. I was one of the first animancers in the Deerwood. Practiced necromancy too, which is what put Dalton and his North Watch Rangers on my trail. Dalton believes the ruin is in the catacombs. What can you tell me about Dalton? Only that is a miracle, or a joke, of the gods that he's still alive. He picks a bloodied crust from his beard. The only thing he loved more than his fetching lieutenant was the idea of his own legend. He said you killed Rowena and the rest of the North Watch Rangers. Did he mention that they hunted me down like a rabid dog? I just wanted to continue my studies. Attitude towards animancy were not what they are now. My necromancers have never met with much acceptance. But they're corpses now, and so am I. Surely that's all well enough behind us. You know where Rowena is? He seems to restrain another bout of chuckles. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Madrid, I'll let you in on a secret. Alright, what do you need me to do? When animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Blackenberry Sanitary for a few months when I met Mordred. He spits a glob of black blood on the floor. Manager Major Sus. Starting to feel like it. Let's just say Mordred and I didn't see eye to eye. It got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound. Sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping and dumped my body in the catacombs. You look good for a dead. You look good for a dead man. I had preserved my mind and my memories with Engwith magic and a few timely preparations. Yet now my soul is anchored to this decaying husk. His claw-like hands clenched into fists. Mordred stole a life from me and left me with this wrecked corpse and this craving. He clenches at his stomach and glances at you hungrily, but only for a second. Mordred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. On your way to Brackenbury Sanitarium, then, bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena. If there's nothing else, be on your way. What are you doing down here? Research. What are all those creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. Zombie wizard? Oh dear, there was only one word for that, guys. Fetch. This could get ugly real fast. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They serve for the amusement. Fare thee well. Where's a smite when you need it? I know, right? Wait, I could have picked something up from this guy before. Rude.
Something over there.
Ooh. Oh, you're just a fine. Do 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 do. Is this all that's in here?
That's settled.
Ooh, what are you? Plus 10% spell damage. Boom. Oh, hold on. Okay, so. Oop, nope, nope,
Yes?
nope, nope. So, this is currently 27 to 37. And then equipped him 27 to 37 with that. Now it does 27. Oh. Oh, probably doesn't activate until, like, the actual damage happens, so. Okay.
Sure.
Aloth's time to shine and nuke things into oblivion. And Aloth is powerful. Do 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 do. All right. So I need to head to the Breckenbury Sanitarium. Which is this right here? Yes.
It's my children.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
I missed that whole conversation. Ah. Oh well. It'll happen from time to time. My well-maintained statue of the middle-aged man, a strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It has been a long time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling through the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is it that brought you to my sanitarium? I'm looking for an animancer named Moadred. Moadred. Of course, you will find him downstairs in the first room on the right. Are you the animancer who's been buying relics from Imadel? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncatalogued Anguithin relics. I stay far away from it. I'm curious as to how you come to be in your present state. In the state you mean? In a state? A statue you mean? Well, I was old and it seemed wrong to me and it seemed wrong to me. A lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body, none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our teachings techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept than when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts here. Now and again, one of our animators will humor me and consult over some problem, but they are jealous. They are a jealous breed and are too often afraid to collaborate. If you are considering it yourself, I can tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. A history lesson. This is a rare pleasure. Most in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are in an old institution as Deerwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls came to populate its streets in droves. Thus, the sanitarium. Brackenbury was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion and animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners. But in time, it was forgotten all as what all things are. Since then, we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transferences were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today well, I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's more excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. When people see this legacy and they see it involves something they don't understand, so it's natural for them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like we're hiding something. We have a representative in the place this very moment, defending the entire science of animancy at a hearing before the Duke. Absurd as it sounds, if it does not go well, it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. I fear Avar may be swayed by all this unrest. Irrational though it may be, we shall see. Interesting.
Good day to you.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walked into you. Ikosi, here I am looking so hard for answers in my research that I did not see the gift standing in front of me. What can I do? What do you do here? According to my research grant, I study awakenings, sublimating pre-awakened souls. Sublimating pre-awakened souls has been one of Animancy's greatest success, and I am working on a method to replicate the process on awakened souls. But the truth is that I find few suitable subjects here. Waiden's legacy has left plenty of awakened souls, but most are too broken for study. I fear I will return to Revua with nothing to show for my efforts. I'm awakened. I've been recalling flashes of a past life. She scratches her chin. Most interesting, but not the kind of awakening I am studying, I'm afraid. I need someone whose awakened soul can be triggered with predictable stimuli. Souls such as these tend to manifest as alternate personas in the host. She gives you a broad, if strained smile, but I thank you for your offer. Something else you need? Are you the animist who's been buying relics from Immortal? From what? I do not know this place. I'd like to know more about animancy in the Valian Republics. It is a dynamic and respected field. Even the Aelric incidents did little to slow it. She shrugs. People in the Republics are more accepting of risks, less superstitions, ready to try anything that shows promise. Varys, though much of this research is performed only for wealthy clients, Defiance-based community focuses more on the public good. It's a shame that so many here are so hostile towards animancy. It is, but such is the way of the Underwood. The people here are fierce about their sovereignty, but they are not so independent from their adherent brothers and their grandfather neighbors as they would like to think. They rely too much on their mysterious workings of the gods and fear of the very advances they need. In all fairness, they've also suffered from animacy. It doesn't excuse their behavior, but it is easy to understand. Something else you need? Nope. Modred. Okay, we'll talk to him here in a bit. No. And sometimes we get people in here trying to make trouble for the animancers. I wouldn't mind being better armed, so what if it makes the clients a little nervous? Understandable.